Hey guys, it's Pavo Triceps here, and we're gonna be going over some news that came out over the past few days. I'm planning on making this into a daily show, so come back every day and get a little more news on stuff that's been happening around the tech. Today we're gonna focus on mobile and PC stuff, or personal computer. Samsung Galaxy S10 unveiling is happening soon at HTC. Then we're gonna move on to NVIDIA FreeSync and the Radeon V2 that recently got announced. Alright, let's jump in. So, the Samsung Galaxy unveiling is gonna finally happen after so many rumors for what seems like half a year. We've known exactly what's coming. And these are basically what's supposed to be. I believe the S10 Plus is gonna be 6.1 inches, 1440 by 3040 for the ratios, 19:9 aspect ratio. It's gonna have 3 rear cameras and 2 front cameras. I think the 2 front cameras are gonna be 5 megapixel and an 8 megapixel. One of them might be wide. They might be just one might work as a sensor or something, or lighting, whatever. They usually pull that trick. And then the 3 rear cameras, hopefully, we don't know. This is not confirmed, obviously, because they still haven't announced it. There's gonna be a 12 megapixel, 60 megapixel, and 13 megapixel. In my opinion, 60 megapixel is gonna be the main camera, 13 megapixel wide angle, and the 12 megapixel is gonna be a the 2 times zoom lens, the telescopic lens, and it's gonna use either the Samsung's chip, which is the Exynos 9820, or the Snapdragon 855. Most likely, the S10 is gonna come with 8 gigabytes RAM, or S10 Plus might come with 12 gigabytes, but I'm not too sure about that. Also, people are saying it's going to be up to a terabyte storage, but I think it's going to be S10 Plus max 512 gigabyte storage with expandable SD drive, and the S10 is probably going to have 128 gigabytes and maybe a 256 gigabyte option with SD card, hopefully, and they're all going to be arriving on Android 9 Pie. Next, we'll move on to HTC. HTC seems to be having some trouble selling and making money. Their figures recently, public figures came out, and it's a 62% drop of revenue from 2017. They are not doing good at all. They released some phones. The HTC U12 Plus got announced. I'm not sure if it's available yet. And then it's honestly looks like a decent phone. The HTC U12 Plus does not look bad. It's not expensive, but nobody wants to buy HTC phone for that much. Then they have a HTC U11, but it's probably worth. They need the money. I don't know. It's a weird trade-off. Then you have the HTC U11, which honestly I think is just it's a mid-range, but that's not worth mid-range price. Let's be honest. Going back to their business, 2011 was its best year for making money in case of revenue, but now they're making less than they did in 2005, which is under $1 billion. I think they made like 777 million, something around there, $700 million in revenue this year. And they also got into the VR business, but that doesn't seem to be helping much either with the revenue. And it's just a very sad story because HTC used to be an amazing company. So first off, we're gonna go and talk about NVIDIA and their CEO, which just loves to talk apparently. I didn't realize he talked this much, because he doesn't seem like that much of a talker. He said that FreeSync was never proven to work, and that's why they never worked with it. And they invented he said NVIDIA invented adaptive sync and everything. That's why they didn't choose to work with AMD FreeSync technology. But that's just a complete lie. I don't know why we'd say that. They tested a few monitors. Here are the monitors that are going to be available for FreeSync finally. But I don't know what's going on there. I don't know, they're trying to be nicer. And it's only a little bit of monitors. It says they tested a lot. I don't know. The internals of NVIDIA, the company, are just weird. It's confusing. Next, that's all for NVIDIA. I just wanted to make sure everybody knows that some FreeSync monitors are available. Next, we're moving on to the Radeon 7 nanometer GPU. That's an appropriate name because of 7 nanometers. The transistor sizes are smaller than ever. It's crazy how small it is. It's gonna have 128 ROPS, which is the processing bundles for AMD, then it's gonna have 16 gigabytes of HBM2, which is why it's so goddamn expensive for no reason at all. In my opinion, it'd be better to go with like 8 gigabyte GDRX or maybe even 8 gigabytes HBM. But like, whatever. And it's gonna be around 13.8 teraflops of single precision performance and $699 price tag. I don't think it's worth it. It doesn't have any of the cool features that the current Nvidia cards have. However, I am hoping that they do release like a smaller, weaker version of the same card with a different memory type that can hopefully perform really close to the 2080, maybe above the 2070, because I don't know what it's confusing what they're doing over there. But there's definitely going to be releasing mid-range cards, and hopefully those mid-range cards can beat out the Nvidia ones, so the prices can start finally going down, because the prices of graphics cards are ridiculous. And also, I just wanted to mention that their CPUs are doing great, and they're finally fighting with Intel, and it's great. It's amazing. We're gonna finally see innovation in the CPU market, and hopefully better prices. Well, we're already seeing better prices, but check out AMD CPUs. Anyway, that's it. That's all we have today for January 11th, Friday, 2019. And we hope to see you tomorrow with more news on different stuff in tech. Thanks for watching.